Welcome to dsf.my. Today we have something a little bit different to review. For you, this is a new sedan in the market. Now if you look at the look of the sedan, cameraman, if you come this way please, come this way, give them a side view of this vehicle. If you look at the sedan, okay cameraman, they've got enough to see. You'll be wondering, is this some Japanese car? Is this some Korean sedan? Well, not. So, back to the front of the vehicle. So, where is this car from? Where is this sedan from? Now, you know the whole sedan market has been becoming smaller because why? More people are buying crossovers and SUVs. But one car brand, one automotive brand is saying, I still want to give you a sedan. Because why? There might be enough people out there who want to drive a sedan, who want to own a sedan. So this is from GAC. As you know, GAC means go and change, Chinese car manufacturer. They've got a electric SUV, electric crossover, and they got a petrol-powered crossover, the M-Zoom. But in Malaysia, this is their brand new electric sedan. Yes, full electric, battery-powered, no petrol engine, no combustion engine. It's an electric vehicle. You're probably surprised because why? Who else has an electric sedan in this segment? Yes, the Germans have it. We know about it. But if you talk about Chinese vehicle manufacturers, this is the first one. Koreans have it, but they've not brought it in yet. Kia has got the EV4, not in yet. So, why are we reviewing this car? We are reviewing it because when it was launched, the price was very surprising. The price was exactly the same price as the base model Proton EMAS 7. Right? The EMAS 7 is 105,800. This is 106,800. Okay, 1,000 ringgit more. For 106,000 ringgit, you get an electric sedan. And it's not a small electric sedan. It's large. So how large it is? Yes, you can see it in the video here, but let me explain to you. 4.8 meters long. 4.8. That's a big vehicle, you know. 1.5 meters tall. And 1.8 meters wide. Now, that means its direct rival is the most popular petrol-powered sedan in Malaysia. I won't mention which brand, but you know it's Japanese, it's very popular, and they've got a few variants. And they're still doing very well despite the competition coming from China. So I'm going to get into the back seat first. Plenty of space. Being an electric vehicle, you have a flat floor. So a third passenger will fit in here nicely. Look, both seats have been pushed back for driving, and yet look at the amount of space. This has been pushed back a little bit more. Still look at the amount of space. Now, ISOFIX points, seat belts for 3 passengers, 2 headrests. They should have a third headrest, I think, but I think why they removed the third headrest, the one in the middle, is to give a better view out. Some people say they need the third headrest. Let's get into the front seat. Simple, straightforward dashboard. Infotainment screen, not that large, but enough. I know there's a lot of people who like those big screens, but you got everything you want in here, touch screen. Everything you need is in here. Direct, straightforward meter cluster. Old school. Why I say old school? You actually have, analog meters, and you got all the other information right in the center. So Safety features, they're all there. I'll share with you later. You got this almost floating like center console with space here for all your charging points. Rotary knob for your gear shifter. You got 3 driving modes. You got Eco, Normal and Sport. What else you need? Straightforward sedan. I think, looking at the size of this vehicle, design, I think it'll do quite well for people looking for a car sedan that's electric. Sharp, straightforward features, very, very stylish headlamps, lower lip that follows all across, attractive alloy wheels, not too big, which means tire replacement cost is not expensive, proper door handles, an almost aero-like rear, nice tail lamp interpretation. Now, if you look at the tail lamps, you might think this came from a Japanese SUV, but I'm not going to mention the brand. And if you want to open the boot, here's the unusual part. You got to use a key or you got to open it from inside. And once you get it open, look at the space. Look at the space. Okay, I'm going to take this granny charger and just push it in to show you the kind of space we got. Look at that, how deep it is. It's really deep. Really, really deep. I'm not going to get in because I'm too old to get out. Full size spare tire. But here's the best part. If you think about it, balik kampung, if you need to balik kampung with this car, a lot of luggage space, plus 5 adults inside safely. So, all in all, I think GAC has delivered quite an impressive looking electric sedan. And for 106,000 ringgit, if you're not into SUVs, you might say, why not I get myself an electric sedan? Some people might say, no, I want an electric SUV. But you can charge it at home. You got public charging, and you have the understanding that even if you balik kampung, you can still find a plug point overnight to give it a full charge. So let me share with you some of the battery and driving range specifications. Now, 136 PS, that's the power delivery, 225 Newton meters from the electric motor, fed by a 55.2 kilowatt LFP battery that drives the front wheels. So it's a front wheel drive electric sedan. Now, when I got this car, the battery was full. It said 420 kilometers of driving distance. Now, they give us the NEDC range of 442, but it showed 420. So I think on average you'll get about 400, which is not too bad. This big boot, which I showed you earlier, holds 450 liters of luggage space, which is pretty good. And we've got sorry, the air is dirty, that's why we need more electric cars to clean up the air. 17-inch wheels, okay, on shot with 215/55 tires. So 17-inch wheels means replacement cost not too expensive. So you might want to know also what's the charging time, because why? If you're going to balik kampung and you don't have a DC fast charger, what's the AC charging time? Now, if you're going to charge at home, you'll take about 11 hours to get a full charge. 11 hours, if you're down to 10%, you'll take about 11 hours. 11 hours is not too long. Now, with a DC fast charger, 60 kilowatt DC fast charger, you'll take about 30 minutes to go from 30% to 80%. So 30% to 80% will take about 30 minutes, which means if you stop along the way and you decide to charge your vehicle at one of those many public charging points during an outstation trip, 30 minutes. Yep, that is the time. So this is how the GAC Aion ES electric sedan starts up, greets you. Ignition button is here. Nice melody to get you going. Stick it in reverse. Beautiful parking view there. You can see clearly. We are in the shade, of course, but as you get into the sun, there you can see how clear it is. The lines are drawn for you to easily understand where you need to go. And like I said earlier, straightforward meter cluster. Soft touch buttons here for aircon. Very important, so you don't have to go into the system. I like what GAC has given, and you will also like it. Now let's go for a test drive. So if you're coming from driving a petrol powered car or diesel powered car for years, and you suddenly decide, hey, I want to get an electric car, and I need a car that, I won't be confused or, taken in by too much tech and everything else. Like I say always, some people are just not into all this tech. Of course, it's nice to have, but some people are just not into it, So you have all your necessary, functions, but you just want something simple. So you get simple dials, straightforward, ignition button, gear shifter, stock controls like what you're used to in a conventional car, lights, wipers, multi-function steering like in a conventional car, and here's the best part. The GAC Aion ES sedan drives like a conventional car, except it doesn't use any fuel because it's fully electric. So it's quiet, handles bumps very well. Even the signal sounds like a conventional car. Steering is weighted perfectly for this segment. If you're coming from driving a Japanese or Korean petrol powered car for the last few years, say for the last 7-8 years, and now you want to spend 106,000 getting yourself an electric car, a sedan, because you like sedans, this is exactly what you need, because it drives, it feels, it handles like a normal car. And the best part, now I say this because I know a lot of you will disagree with me, but there will be some of you that agree with me. The acceleration is like a normal car. Now, why do I say normal car? Because why? Electric cars are known to have bang acceleration, but a lot of people don't like that, and a lot of people find it very intimidating. They just want something that drives normally, a commuter car. Now, if you take off the one pedal system, which we were driving in it, put it in sports mode, of course you get a little bit of enthusiasm, but you don't really need it. Because why? A lot of people are not interested in driving fast. And anyway, if you're driving an electric car, you don't want to be bombing down the thing unless you want to drive a sports version, a high-end version, which you have in the market. But if you're just commuting and you want to save the environment and you want to keep the trees as green as possible, the air clean, this is how you'll be driving every day. Just like what these other people on the road are driving. And you want to be driving just like them, where when you accelerate, you get normal acceleration. So I'm going to leave it in eco mode, not even in sports mode. Because why? The acceleration is just nice. And you don't feel that jerky feeling when you have hard acceleration in some electric cars. So let me tell you, think about how you're going to be driving this car daily and not be taken in by some sales talk or some, KOL or influencer tells you, oh, this car is amazingly fast. Oh, I accelerated, my neck went back. All that is just once or twice, and that's it. And look at the turning radius. This is very good turning radius. Are they able to do that U-turn easily? Pedal to the metal right now, my accelerator, and I'm moving along at a nice pace. This is what we are talking about. This is how electric car driving should be, unless you want a high-end sports model like I said earlier. So thank you for watching DSF. Hope you enjoyed our little review. Anything to make it better, or if you think we're not doing something right, please comment. We don't mind. We accept good and bad comments.